think that younger you would be surprised that you're in this role, like doing specifically announcer or like on?
No, I don't think so. I have the very wonderful quality even back then and now that I talk too much. So I think that it's probably younger me would not be too surprised by it. Hey there everybody, Sam Petrie here. I'm the host of Sunday Brunch, 10 to noon on Sundays. I'm also one of the hosts at 6 to 7 a.m. on Sundays, so if you're up early you can listen in. And on Saturdays I do the Post-Metropolitan Opera broadcasts. I've been here at WCLV since 2020. So a lot of the voice tracking that I do is actually from my home, and so I do a lot of voice tracking because most of the time on Sundays the studio is automated, and so I do those voice tracks at home. You might also recognize me from saying, here are some upcoming area arts events from the WCLV online arts calendar. So I cut all the arts calendars and the Jazz Neo calendars as well. And then from time to time I'm here doing a live shift as well. I think that one of my favorite things is that I get to learn about new classical music every single day. There's so many different pieces and the library here is just massive. And so for me, I think it's really fun to get to hear music that I wouldn't normally know about. And then even better is that I get to share that with everybody else that's listening. So besides working at WCLV, I've been a classical violinist since I was 7, so a long time. And so I probably never imagined myself being an announcer for classical music, but I've been involved with classical music my entire life. And so when I applied for the job in 2020, did that, but it's been really great because it's still within the realm of the arts and classical music. And again, didn't imagine that I would be doing it, but I love it, and it's great to broaden my understanding and horizons of the arts. Besides being an announcer here at WCLV, I'm a violinist. I play with the Cleveland Pops, I play with the Blue Water Chamber Orchestra, I play with the Akron Symphony, and a whole bunch of other ensembles. So I am constantly surrounded by music. I play guitar in a couple of bands, and so that's like takes up most of my other time. So I spend a lot of time with music, but besides that, I love being outdoors, I love running, I love cooking. So my first memory of public media is probably listening to The Bells, which Carl Haas used to do. That's like at a very, very young age. My parents moved here in the 70s and they were blown away by WCLV because they didn't have something like that where they came from. So that's probably my earliest memory, but according to them, I used to ride in the back seat of the car and sing along to whatever was going on. And so apparently one time I was in the back of the car and the Queen of the Night aria by Mozart, was on, and I was singing my best soprano in the back of the car seat. So thankfully, I did not become, a world famous soprano, but I've been listening to WCLV and positively affected by it since I was born.